if someone needs you to spell out like, okay, these are the reforms, these are the final remarks and like final reforms that agricultural land needs and that could improve us for future.
Okay, first I will start with paddy,
Okay.
because that is the main interest of our people, and
Yeah.
it is the largest consumer of agricultural land in this country. Um, so, without having a blanket policy that if it is agricultural land, it should be only used for agriculture, consider productivity of this land as well,
Yes.
and then decide on whether these lands should be on agriculture or better allocated for something else.
Yes.
That is one.
Yes.
And the second, in terms of land ownership, um, give the ownership to these people with a restriction on the um, on land subdivision, imposing
Yes.
a minimum of land size,
Yeah.
right? So that it will not be subdivided after some point.
Yes.
And so that is in terms of ownership.
Yeah.
And then land titles.
Yes.
Something I forgot to mention before. Now, we operate mainly on a deed system.
Yes.
A deed is only telling us that a land transaction has happened, right? From
Yeah.
me to you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say who owns the land,
Yes.
right? So this
Yes.
deed system has given rise to a lot of issues.
Yes.
Some people can make fake do fraud and make fake documents and show that the transaction has taken place, which can be addressed using a title registration system.
Yes.
And this has been understood and taken initial steps way back, because in fact the Land Registration Act came about in 1998.
Yeah.
And then using with the help of World Bank, the BIM Survey program came into being, a large scale national title registration program starting from 2007.
Yes.
So I think by 2017 we should have completed the project, but still only about little over maybe 500,000 of land parcels are given titles of all 12 million private land parcels,
Okay.
right? From 12 million, only 500,000 land titles have been given. Um, so there are a lot of inefficiencies in the system, right? Uh, survey department, land commissioners department, land registration authority, all have to get together in giving a title,
Yes.
right? So if there's a hitch in the process of service department, the entire thing gets delayed,
Yes.
right? So there should be one institute,
Yes.
one process taking care of land title registration.
That's true.
And um, it comes from increasing manpower to a better data management system and a better process,
Yes.
right? So those things have to be addressed in our land reforms. And so I talked about paddy land, and I talked about ownership and
Titles and
yeah,
registrations.
titles and registrations. And for all this, for all this to happen, I think a better data management system is a must.
Yes.
Information is the key to everything, right? How can you make decisions without the true information,
Yes.
right? So when I studied these areas, what I felt was there's a fear again
Yes.
of revealing information.
Mm.
You know, maybe it is coming from we being a small island. We don't like, we always have this fear somebody will grab our country, somebody
Yes.
will invade us. Maybe those sentiments are coming from our historical, like our
Yes.
experiences. But those things have to be changed.
Yes.
You know, we can't be insular, because now world is a different place. We
Yes.
can't just look at ourselves and be in this silo. We have to be more open to change,
That's true.
right? And covering data, not disclosing data is not the way to go.
That is true.
All these government institutes should have an integrated data management system.
Mm.
You know, if land is being used or given out by Land Reform Commission, all other records in other institutes should be updated
Yes.
automatically,
That's true.
right? So one institute is collecting their own data and it is not talking to another institute, and they have their own set of data. So we can't work as a country with a national interest when they work in their own departments without talking to each other.
That's true.
So those things have to be changed.